Hey, Fly, you there?
Hey, yeah, can you hear me?
I can. Cyclops, you got him?
Hello, yeah, I got him. Got him. Hello, Fly.
Hey.
Hey, congratulations for your victory. It was a great one. Both games, pretty clean.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, you wanna go first, Fox?
Sure. Obviously, you guys had a maybe not the best start to the season, losing to the three top teams here. I'm curious to hear about what your team's goals are for the rest of this season and where you see your team moving forward, since I imagine it's maybe a bit disappointing that you're probably not going to be making the move up to Division 1 for Season 2.
Yeah, it's definitely disappointing for us, for sure. I think a lot of the circumstances revolving our losses were not ideal, which, you know, part of it can sound like an excuse. The other part is also we didn't perform well, like just as a team as a whole. So I think all of us were definitely a little bummed out that we don't have a real chance anymore, but it doesn't mean that we're not going to try our best for the remaining games and show that we can still play really good Dota and use this time to improve together. So that is the plan. And yeah, Division 2 in SEA is definitely hard. I think a lot of these teams that we played against, like Polaris and Ligma Galaxy and Ragdoll, are as good or even better than a lot of Division 1 teams, actually.
Yeah. No, I would totally agree. I think my follow-up question is about your kind of story coming over to SEA and playing in a new region. For the longest time, you were playing on OG for a long time, and then EG. You're kind of like that, stable presence on all of those teams. What's the challenge been like for you moving to a new region and basically playing on a totally new team rather than being brought into an already established team like what happened with EG?
Yeah, I think it is definitely a new thing for me. I think communication-wise, it's quite different compared to the Western teams I've been on. Just how people interact in day-to-day interactions and how we also talk in game. I'm still getting used to it, and I'm also trying to kind of show them the other way of doing things, like, and trying to find a mesh between the West and the East, the style of communication. And also just play style wise, I think there's a lot of habits that are being formed both in pubs and officials in SEA, which are quite different than the West. It tends to be more chaotic as opposed to the Dota that I come from, which is like more like stable sometimes.
Yeah.
So trying to kind of bridge the gap between those two and finding a way that everybody can be happy. And it's been a challenge, but it is a work in progress.
Yeah. Would you say you're trying to get them to play more in the Western style, or are you trying to adapt your role as captain more to the SEA style? Like, which way do you think you're going, or is it just a meet in the middle kind of thing?
So I think there isn't exactly an optimal answer to this, because I think that I want to work on mainly, and then everything else, I do think the players on the team are very talented.
Great.
Okay.
Did you have any questions, Cyclops?
Yeah, I got only one question. In the previous match against Ragdoll that I saw that match, and it was a really high quality game, but unfortunately that you lost that one. What did you tell the players as a captain after that, and what did you fix? You get into this such an important series against Team IAP. You know that it's not going to be easy, but you play superb today. So, what did change after you lost Ragdoll?
I think so. Against Ragdoll, the first game we had was very intense, very close, and I think we were in a good position to win that game. So after that game, I also told all the guys here that we can play really well and we can be in an advantageous position, and we just have to make sure we use it well, and then we continue on that momentum that we built. So that's something that we're working on. So after our losses, we went over the games together, and we could clearly see that we had a lot of openings to win that game one. We just have to capitalize on it and be more ready as a team, because one of the issues we've had is that we've had some disconnect in terms of our mid game. So some people are looking to fight, some people aren't, and then we're not communicating it properly, so we end up kind of not looking like one unit, and that's how most of our losses have been, really. And So that's something we really focused on today. Like when we're ready to fight, make sure we fight together and make sure we talk about it to each other. So it definitely showed this game, but you know, it's something I hope to keep improving.
That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you very much. Gots, you got any?
Last fun question. I've seen you posting about food. Are you enjoying the SEA food?
Oh man, the food is amazing. What can I say? The Thai food has been insanely good. Like I didn't know how good Thai food was before coming here, so it's been awesome.
Well, as a Thai guy, man, that was so honored. Yeah, and we should go out sometime. I bring you some good Thai foods around the town. Eh?
That sounds fun, man. I have a hole in my stomach from how spicy it is, but besides that, it's been delicious.
Nice, man. Well, thank you very much. That should be it for the interview, ladies and gentlemen. Fly. Well, thank you, and I hope you have good road ahead after in all the remaining games. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Take care.